Bam! Immediate.
Nice.
And
Work and play.
Yes.
So there is a
Why?
volume button.
There is sound. Huh?
Maybe you have to, that sound plug, you have to put that in the camera, because the camera has sound out too.
That's USB.
It's USB.
Okay, so that's it. Hello. So then you have to turn
And what's the camera? That's a USB.
Hello.
Yeah.
Is the camera picture now?
But there's no one, so nobody cares.
No, but people can watch on YouTube.
There's
Matthias,
6 people watching actually.
Oh, hello, 6
And it is
viewers.
recorded.
Is there like a thing
Go,
that
go,
picks
one
up
retweet.
the sound? Is that the green thing there?
Yeah.
It's a bit low. No, is it? No, that's
I can
fine.
get it.
Anyway.
We can.
There you go.
No, it's
There's only
volume.
6 viewers. Anyway, let's start.
Because we just published it. We started this at 6:15. How are we doing? Okay. Too late.
So we're down to 5 viewers. Let's go.
So, what we saw the animatic yesterday all together. We discovered and we suspected there was still a problem with the opening of the movie, which is still under heavy consideration and arrangement for the script. But the good thing is that I think we solved it, because now we have a third solid version of the script that is going to be written into the end of the week. So I think we solved most of the problems with a simpler version. And that's it. We have better characters, better plot. I think it has to be more efficient. It was too complex and as we discussed, too many targets at the same time, too many goals for many characters. So we're trying to fix that. I think it's on its good way. So there will be, for the Blender Cloud user, an animatic available, but it's filled with holes everywhere. They're missing scenes a bit everywhere, the one we saw all together yesterday. So it's you can have a look, but the key scene, which is the meeting with Frank and Victor, isn't there yet either. So it's still a bit jiggling and a bit unstable now. But I think next week would be okay. We've gone through enough rewriting process now, so I think we have it, and that's good. So now we just have to make it.
The dialogue is final.
No, not really. The dialogue itself is not written yet, but the whole plot of how we arrive there, what happens during the dialogue, and how we go to the tornado is simpler and more solid, I think, the way it is now. But we have to do it in the animatic. And since Matthias left yesterday to go back to Argentina, we have to wait 1 week for him to be able to draw again. So we'll start next week, the animatic, which is good because Esther is still working on the dialogues and the plot. So that's fine. Everything's okay. We are a bit late, but it's a good thing, I think, to have written this. So, and on the other side, what is still working and evolved in the good direction, I think, too, is the characters, because now we have Victor. We can still talk about it if you want, but to me, and I think for David too, we are close to final design, at least for 2D. We arrive at the limits of what we can do on 2D research, so we have to go 3D now, because I think we tackled all the questions we had. So I don't know if you can show it, Pablo, the latest. Yeah, since it's David's work, I think so. And
yeah, we need to wait for SBN to get it.
Well, he did an amazing tiramisu, so
Yeah.
Oh, you have the sounds in the
and the blend 1.5.
There's not all of them.
It looks like it's shorted.
Oh, there. It's there?
Yeah.
Awesome. What is it?
Artwork, cars, and it should be Victor. And since it's not alphabetical, you have to find the latest number. So 19 maybe? No, I see a 19.
19 is
No, oh no, it's 20.
maybe it didn't appear. Let me try. In the meantime, let me put it. If you see it, let me share with
The world.
the world. Yes. Right. Yes.
Go. 20
20.
maybe. Go down. There's another one. So it was one of them, but I think there's others. This one. Yeah, and the next one I think.
And this one.
Yeah, this is the one. This one is the good one. 2D. Yeah. So that's what we discussed with David now. Yalti is already looking at how we can actually go to 3D for this, because we still have problems maybe for the eyes bulb. It might be too big, blah blah blah. So we have to start 3D now. And I think you are all happy with hair as they are. And I did say hairs. So, so that's mainly it for David. We also had some design sheet for Frank, but it didn't change a lot, so it's not very necessary. But what we can also show is that we have, so I know it's in my weekly folder. I don't think it's on the SVN.
Yes.
Because I commit, but it didn't work. So
it's in your weekly material.
yeah, weekly folder. There's Terra. We have Angela working on Terra model for us, and I start to do some very, very short model render tests out of her model just to see how it works. So it's already quite nice. So this is standard forest render, and I try to tweak them to pink, since we should have a pink forest. So you can go to the next images. There's a lot of them. So I had fun, and I played a lot with anamorphic bokeh and
fisheye
and the fisheye lenses. So. But again, the model looks good. It's I think it's very close to what Sarah wanted. We still have to tweak a few things, but it already works quite nice. So you can go to the next one. Yeah, for the proportions. And I think there's even more pink after. Ooh. Oh no. There's some missing frames. Yeah. Well, fisheye tests. So.
There is a 22 megabyte JPEG.
Really?
Yeah. Not this one, but the one that didn't work.
Open in Blender.
This and this. No.
Wow. That's weird. So anyway, it was all the other tests. So this is a good thing because we have a good-looking Terra. So and it was quick for Angela to do it. So that's nice. We have many other characters to do. So we have to work on Frank, Victor, Frank as a caterpillar also. So because the layout should start.
And now the thing is alphabetical sorted.
So that's it for us, which is quite.
Thank you, Angela.
And thanks, Angela. Yeah, and David.
Awesome.
The camera has moved.
Okay. It's my turn.
Sarah?
Yes, I have the microphone just on my face.
This is
Okay.
Ignore the microphone.
Okay.
Perfect.
So, it's in my weekly folder. So this week I worked on several things. I made a bit of concept art, I made a bit of prop design, and I made a new caterpillar, but like the fellows caterpillars.
Mm-hmm.
So you can put maybe first the concept.
Which one?
It's
the caterpillar.
jungles. The name should be jungle.
Jungle Sarah 13.
How many
Okay.
caterpillars do we have to make? Is that known?
I think only one, but I'm not sure. So this is one. I'm still in the like taking Matthias frames and searching for a nice composition that fits with the story. So that's when Frank is going to fall from the first leaf. And so yeah, that's one. Okay, I can move to the next.
So cute.
There's not a lot of detail.
That's nice.
I-
What is it? This is the actual leaf?
Yeah,
What
I
is
think
it? Dripping
I was
stuff?
trying.
It's
No,
not
it's like
dripping,
no, it's not dripping. It's like little leaves being born out of the same leaf, and then they fall.
Fractal.
There is a leaf like that in
Let's move to the next one.
yeah.
But it's not slimy anymore.
Oh no!
Oh my
Oh, so good.
Yeah, so that I met today. Mathieu haven't even see it.
So it's just before.
So it was trying how to make one
Look at the
caterpillar look
fingers.
different.
It's like little candy.
Hershey.
Hey, go away, you.
It's the Hershey thing.
Stay in line, bro.
And one is really standing firm, like, go. But
So
Mathieu,
yeah, I guess Mathieu, I don't know, but I guess like we can play a bit with the colors a bit, so they're not all the same, and also with
but how many caterpillars are in the shot?
Well, quite a lot actually. I think up to 7 or 8. We see 4 and 4 very close to each part of the branch. Maybe some extras behind which can be the same, but we might have up to 3 and 4, like 7 in total that we will properly see. I think. So, but again, with this kind of things, we can have fun.
yeah, just change a bit the shapes of the mouth or the beard or whatever, and then we can have like 3 or 4 variations or more. Okay,
But
so
they can all have different heads, maybe. But,
yeah.
Big eyes, small
Yeah.
eyes. It looks awesome. I like the butt. Yeah. With 2 lights. Play.
Yeah. Well, glad you like it. Okay, and then what did I do more? I made new drawings for Terra that was for Nixia. There's just like new faces on the right. Yeah, the new expressions I did, just like to have more, like for her to understand more. Also, the big one is new, like this one.
And look at it, it's totally furry.
It is totally furry.
Ah.
And yeah. So it was just like adjustments, but and I still have to figure out how the teeth will be because I have no idea. So that's still on work. And I made clocks. The clocks, at least. So this is
Apple is watching this. This is the new fashion.
So yeah, so the idea was like to
Not here, but you have to have a clock on your around your mouth. Ah, man, that's so awesome.
It's gonna revolutionize everything.
Cosmos clocks.
So yeah, so it was
Positive
inspired
brand.
on washing machines. How do you say
Knobs.
knobs? Okay, so around that, trying to retake, the washing machine logos and put in the nice Cosmos Laundromat. So the one that's a color, it's for Terra. Sorry, that one, yeah, that's for Terra.
Yeah, the Duchess one is this one.
Yeah, that's the favorite now. For now, and the big ones are for Frank.
Huh?
So you have a gentleman and a lady edition?
Yeah,
Ah.
exactly. Yeah. Totally. So yeah, no, it's not an F actually. I should do it better. What's under it's like the Cosmos Laundromat logo.
Ah, it's a thing spinning.
Yeah, maybe no, it's not
here's,
clear enough.
That's the ring.
Ah.
Yeah, sorry.
You know, like when you see it on the clothes or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's it for the week.
So you have to find somebody on the internet who can model
No, it
this
was
for
the
us.
same.
Real.
To print a wall.
Ah, 3D print en dan met glaas en de LED's eruit.
Cool. Who's next? I think if I remember in cars, if you go to, I don't know if you put it in.
Hey,
the
it's sorted.
Oh, magic!
Now it's sorted now.
Is there should be a
Magic!
there should be a
You fixed it.
Frank, more come from David.
Where?
I don't know where he put it, if it's in Frank or
It was loading again, not in order. I was like, okay, that's enough. I'm gonna fix it.
I ordered my date. No, sorry.
So now we can finally.
Now we still can't find any proof.
Frank with Victor said you. Yes.
Oh,
Cool.
now it's almost a lion.
Yeah.
So cool.
It's like Victoria.
He's a bit,
something.
he's a bit big, I think. Frank might be smaller, but
Translucent fur.
Not too bad, I think.
glowing body.
Yeah.
They're not too different.
And I like the type.
He's happy. He's in there.
It's awesome.
Yeah, this feels more like a sleazy salesman, like a car salesman. You know what I mean? Like,
You better console.
Totally.
Well.
You will
Anything
poof.
from Matthias to show this week? He's on the call.
Anything this folder?
No, there's no Matthias folder.
No, I don't think so.
Well, yeah, that was the only one. It's gonna be in the cloud.
Yeah.
Well, we can do a special applause for Matthias.
just arrived.
Ja,
Probably.
en dan voor Matthias. Ja, we see you Tuesday.
Tuesday at 2.
Ja.
In new rooms and new challenges.
We will be walking here in the studio.
Today.
See you next week.
All right.
You too, Monday.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
I need 1 or 2 people in this weekend to be here to help moving the stuff from the other room back. I thought we could do that on Monday, but it has to be done on the weekend.
Oh, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Next. Who is next?
Who's next?
I can be next.
Dalai wants to be next.
I can be the last. It's
Ah,
fine.
you want to be next, okay.
I can be last. I can be last.
Take the microphone.
Go ahead.
Put on the. Not on my folder. No, not on the folder. DalaiFalinto.com / Blender manual.
Alive and into the contract.
Blender manual.
You can do this at home, guys.
Oh no! Please, my server. Go to render.
Where is that? Here.
This is actually the. This is my local copy. Nah, just click on the multi-view. Yeah, you can search multi-view.
Don't do that. Okay, one.
Yeah, down. Come on, workflows and multi-view render. So this is my local copy of the new Blender manual, which is being under migration. So the wiki is dying and the new manual is surviving. So basically, the things I did is I can show here quickly on the documentation, but I also did the documentation for multi-view. And since we have to do it, so might as well do it on the new system. That's why it's in there. We build a quick multi-view workflow. Can I have the mouse, Paulo?
You can.
Yeah.
The thing.
That's easier. Yeah. So actually, I took the Creative Factor 2 files from Andy, and this is Anaglyph, you can see here, and did a whole 5-minute tutorial on how to make it 3D. Just open the file, turn on views, And you get to see in 3D already on the viewport. And you go to the camera, play with the converged distance, go to the viewport. This is something new on this week. We implemented the convergence plane feedback on the viewport. And also the volume of the camera. So you also get to see what is in the intersection area of both cameras. People might like it so much. Maybe this should be part of monoscopic pipeline. Not the plan, but the camera volume over there. The volume. Okay. So it is something to be considered. And then you go to 3D, and then, oh, look at this. It's the OpenGL turntable render, so you can preview it. It's under 1 megabyte GIF. It's 800 kbytes.
It's 3D. It's twice the 3D. Spinning
And this is one of the cross eyes. So if
How
you
many Ds are that?
6.
if you just cross your eyes, you get to see it. So this really
Guys,
not here. You need to do that in your home computer.
don't do that at home.
But this basically is a really 5 minutes or less, just quick workflow on how to work on existing files. And then I have the feature by feature explanation, all the display modes, all the stereo camera parameters, all the blah, blah, blah viewport, all the formats about I/O, image editor, and compositor. And some people were like, wow, Tom really asked you to work hard on documentation. I said, no, it's people assume that people don't like documentation, but documentation is fun if you have a nice pipeline and workflow. It's not different than writing a book. We're speaking of.
The segue.
One of those 1% of developers who say that.
If the workflow is fine. So I hate wiki, but this can be quite intuitive. You had a real feedback. You can work on image and the size. I mean, the rotating dragon alone took some time, but it's so cool to provide this kind of documentation. Yeah, so that's wrap up what I did this week. I did everything but tackle the sequencer. But we fixed a few important bugs in production files, both in Caminandes and on the critic factor. I think you should probably just send to review this weekend on sequencer. We did. I know what should be changed. I just haven't changed. We believe it is. Yeah.
Because you have to do the whole composite cycle twice. I thought with the composite sequencing, then you get the caching with the sample.
The proxy might be hell.
Actually, you basically get you need to request the left or right buffer from the cache and get one reliable. But that's just an.
So you understand the sequence of cache.
Oh, more or less.
Oh
yeah.
man, that's awesome. Now you can fix everything.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But most problems are with the audio in the sequencer, which is.
I've been complaining to him.
And we recorded the video yesterday. And Francesco and I recorded some quick video showing what was this period here. And will be on Coda Blender soon. And I would like to take the opportunity to thank the Gooseberry team for the hospitality, but thank the Blender Foundation for the opportunity and the Blender Development Fund contributors for making this all possible. Was awesome. Awesome 2 months.
And about the documentation, you also made a video on your YouTube channel for developers.
Yes.
But I thought it was pretty cool. You have to make.
Maybe you can yeah. You just also put because the new wiki system is based on RST, which is a markup language. It's very common for Python to document your own features. And then the nice thing is that there are so many people building plugins. It's right in the beginning. I already shows the interactability. And Francesco and I were looking at hacking this system, which you can type in VI, and in real time, you get a preview of the text while you are editing. And even though maybe most of the time you still want to work within the VI environment, a lot of the time it helps to be able to take a break and just look at the text. So if I look at this moment, no, just speed up, I don't know. But anyway, this video is online for, yeah. So if you see here, I'm just typing on VI and I get it real-time update of the documentation.
Immediate.
So with the proper CSS style, with the images, the location, and if something fails, it tells you right away. So that's why that's why I mean it's fun, because you get to have this feeling of you can size the paragraphs according to the final layout, and I think it's definitely the way to go. I know Francesco might know how far we are from migrating the system entirely, but I would say it's a no-brainer in terms of features. Might have a higher barrier entry, but we hope to help pushing this. More people say, "Oh, it's cool. We can see in real time," and that's it's part of the documentation job this week.
Awesome.
Okay.
Good. Good.
Okay.
Antonio, you have something?
I have a few things, but I was
Quickly
waiting for.
sitting there, we move the mic to you.
I've been waiting for a test build, but I don't think it will be over in time. So yeah.
You have a test build.
Yeah.
So Lucas can go first.
The sequence. Maybe Lucas can go first. See what stage is. Run, Antonio.
So, can open my test folder, my weekly folder.
Yeah.
There's 2 videos, I think.
Yeah.
So, last week on the weekly, I already showed a little test for new damping, new bending models. Yeah. Okay, so that's just a comparison of the new system. So there's a couple of air systems with different strength of the bending forces. You can see how this behaves now.
Nice.
On the right, you have a really stiff air system, so it hardly reacts to gravity and stuff like that. But that's with a stronger damping, so the hair doesn't move around so much. You see it stops almost immediately.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a wind force on the right. Pushes it a bit. And just for fun, this is the old bending model, which is really not up to the task. You see on the right, there's a factor 1000. There's no collision whatsoever anyway. So you can push it up to a 10,000 or something. It doesn't do much more. Right? I mean, it's just not capable. Yeah. So that's that. And to get a bit more realistic, interesting tests.
So the second video?
Yeah, like the second one. Played around with hair styles, if you will.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not really good at this. You can see the main feature. With the old system, basically, all these hairs would become straight immediately as soon as the simulation starts.
That's something.
Yeah. And now they basically keep their initial shape. If you make them really stiff, like the punk hair or something, they return to this shape. It's a bit exaggerated, of course. You wouldn't really want to have, especially the top 2 shouldn't be that stiff, really, so just to show the effect.
Nice, gentle, and not too much, and that's it.
Super nice.
Can you move the hair position and then create a new rest position?
Not yet, no. But well, I think you can sort of animate it, but it's really clumsy and probably buggy as hell.
That's pretty cool.
Very nice.
It's awesome.
Anything else?
I don't think so. There's a test build, but I think that would take too much time.
Antonis.
Awesome, dude.
Okay, but basically,
I
I was just hoping that I would get a build, but it's taking too long. So I will just show a picture and basically present what we have. And next week, I'm going to do a live demo of all the features.
Who the image is?
Yeah.
I want to spoil the surprise, so I ask you first.
So what we see here is the sequencer. It's been cleaned up so you don't get too many indications. I've coded a backdrop, which you can see. It was a request by Matthew. He also requested a way to display all waveforms without going to each waveform strip and selecting one by one and enabling. And you can see it on the middle of the menu bar. Basically, it says waveforms on, and there's an option for waveforms off, and you can also use the old way of doing it per strip. And what I wanted to really demonstrate is that we had some undo problems with this file, which is the animatic for Gooseberry. Took about 5 seconds per undo step. And we've managed to make it more or less instantaneous, but we will have to demo it next week. Basically, it's still a little bit rough around the edges, especially for Mac OS X. And Matthew is working on Mac OS X, so he has not really been able to test it, but I'm really working on that these days, and I hope to fix it soon. And then we can move to other stuff. I have a bunch of requests from Hyati. So, yeah, but that's the important stuff for this week. Yeah. Sequencer stuff,
because I was editing the thing. I was getting, like, there were all these problems. I was constantly bugging him.
Yeah, basically, the whole thing is working with the sound is a little bit weird in the sequencer. There is some dependency with scenes, and scenes depend on sound, sounds depend on scenes. It's a little bit of confusion, and we need to sort it out. And yeah, I guess when that's fixed, we'll get better results. And another thing that is also interesting what will be interesting to show, but I can't right now, is that the previews of the waveforms are loaded dynamically through a threaded job. So basically, you load the file, and it tries to start as soon as possible, but then you get all those waveforms popping up as it is loaded with the file. And we can reuse that system when we load previews for movie strips, etc. So it's something reusable when it's better worked on.
We want to have previews on the strips?
No, not yet.
No,
but we will. Yeah, we want to have it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you look at the four prefetch cache?
Yeah, a little bit. Basically, yeah, we do some caching for strips that have that are we call it the still frames. Basically, if you push the movie at the end of the strip, and the first frames of the strips basically show the first frame of the file, the movie file. And we have a separate cache for that. We have a separate cache for each of the inner parts of the strip. It's basically a complex system, but yeah, I'm not sure people are interested in that. Anyway, but yeah, essentially, I think it's manageable. We'll have to see how it. I hope, yeah, I hope I can bring it. Yeah, yeah, possibly, yeah, maybe. Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to recall the whole sequence.
I'm actually planning to do that, but I have some work in a branch on which I'm trying to code some stuff to be more understandable, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe there's no time to do it. Yeah, that's all. Mm-hmm.
Okay, start it. We have to flash.
Yeah.
Oh, does everybody know Benoit already? I think we know Martin, right? You know Benoit?
I've met him,
I just
but
met today.
yeah. Hello.
He said the Blender game engine. That's the reason why we met you, Frankie.
Yes. I was very active in 2008, just at the right time to fix all the bugs in the game engine. And I'm back maybe for some future work again on the game engine. Who knows? We'll see how it works.
Game engine. Yes.
And the other guy, who's that?
Just some guy.
Some guy. Say something in Australia.
Godverdomme, waar zijn mijn klampen? Ik moet naar de winkel een kaas te kopen. Dat is dat.
So I don't translate it. But it's not very bad. I said, damn, where are my cloaks? I have to go to the store to buy them.
Okay, that's not quite cheese. Oh.
How dare you? Okay, so I think that's the weekly. Yeah?
Awesome.
Next week there will be a surprise. But there is a Sergei and a Campbell in the weekly. Ooh.
Yes.
But we have Dalai
Oh, the balance.
One alive for Sergey and Campbell. Combined.
But Dalai will be back for the conference.
Yeah.
We'll see him.
Like 3 weeks.
Yeah, in 3 weeks. Sometime.
2 weeks.
Good. So, bye internet.
Yeah.
And we will have dinner together, and to celebrate the birthday of an Italian, we go to an Italian place instead of to a Thai place, right?
Yes.
So you can have pizza or pasta. That was the idea.
Fair enough. We'll have to stop. Cool.
I have to phone them. Is everybody coming to the dinner?
Doesn't matter for the streaming.
Right.
Bye. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,